Hi there, my name is Sunny, and today we're going to go over cooking at university because, believe you me, there are many students, including myself, when we first went into university, had no idea how to prepare food, what to buy, and just how to live. So that's what this video is about. The first thing I'm going to talk about is eating healthy at university, which most students just don't do that because it's very easy just not to eat healthy.
Get in my belly!
However, if you think about it, and what I realised halfway through second year, is that it's actually quite easy to eat healthy. The only thing that sways people off it is just the time, because you actually have to cook food. There is pizza, spaghetti, pasta, sandwiches, chicken, rice. There is just a bunch of food that you can easily cook. It takes like 20 minutes at a time, and then you have that. It's healthy foods rather than buying like microwave burgers and hot dogs, which that's how I spent my first 2 weeks at university. All I ate were microwave meals, and it wasn't good. It just wasn't. So then I decided, you know what, let me actually just try and see if I can make food, and now I can cook a bunch of things 3 years later. Because microwave meals are cheap, they're like 70p to a pound, and it seems like a good way to eat food. However, if you realise if you buy food and then just cook a lot of it, it actually comes out to quite a cheap price. Speaking of cheap, the second point I want to talk about are cheap products in general. There are a bunch of own brand products that you can buy at supermarkets, and it just means that instead of buying like branded versions of beans and stuff, you can just buy the own brand, and it's just a lot cheaper, like probably half the price, and it tastes exactly the same. Being a student means you can look out for free food and offers. So for example, every week at my university we had Freshers Fair, and during that time there are a bunch of offers on. For example, Domino's did £1 8-inch pizzas. So me and my flat literally just rinsed the entire place. We took like, all we did was take like £5 each, and that's 5 pizzas each. It's a really cheap way to buy food. And then you have just a bunch of different restaurants and takeaway places just offering discounts to students also. And as a graduate, I just don't get that anymore. So looking back, I wish I had taken more advantage of just the stuff that wasn't offered to me at the time. And the final points I want to make are takeaways at university. Me and my flat were victims of this. We had takeaway quite a lot in our flat. During our first year at university, we essentially had the leaning tower of pizza boxes, which would go from the floor of our kitchen up to the ceiling, which is about 9 foot high. We used to buy a lot of pizzas, a lot of takeaways, and a lot of Chinese. And now there are a bunch of apps that you can do this from. There is Unidays, Eat for Less, Uber Eats. They're just a bunch of different food apps that you can use at this point just to like quickly order food. And I used to do this at university also during my library sessions if I was going to have a late one and I didn't pack any food with me. Just a simple order on my phone and I'm topped up for the day.
This is a tasty burger.
All you have to do is just make sure you budget for it, because I knew friends at university who had spent most of their money on nights out and food takeaways, and when it came to the last couple of weeks of term, they just had no money, so they had to live off toast, and it wasn't that great. Think of takeaways and eating out as just a reward for any work that you've actually done. Maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, if that. So thank you for watching this video. We have talked about ways to eat healthy, cheap products that you can buy, and exactly the takeaways at university and how to actually make sure you use that effectively. So thank you for watching. I've been Sunny, and until next time.